Hi everyone and welcome to Wednesbury Road and welcome to our second preview of the season, our first home game of the season, and that is Oldham Athletic coming up this Saturday. So first I want to apologise for not doing any videos on the Sheffield United game. I was really busy in the week and to be honest I kind of want to focus on the league games at the minute. If we got past Sheffield then that's absolutely fantastic. I'm thinking of uploading this just before the Sheffield game, so I'm hoping that we've beaten Sheffield United once again, but we are going to be previewing the Oldham game coming up this Saturday. I'm not feeling too optimistic. I mean, Oldham are one of those teams who you forget that they're in the league. I mean, that's what other people must think about Walsall, but I completely forgot that Oldham were in the league. But nevertheless, Oldham are a team that finished below us last season. Actually, they finished 17th, and I am looking down by the way because I'm looking at my notes. They finished 17th last season, 5 points below us, so they didn't have a fantastic campaign last season, just like us. But at the end of the day, we're tipped to go down this season, so we need to be careful with any team that comes to the Banks. So pretty interesting fact actually, their manager is John Sheridan, the former Notts County manager, and it's actually his 5th spell as manager. 5 times he's been in charge of Oldham and left, and then got in charge and left. But 5-time manager John Sheridan is in charge, and their key transfers this summer that weren't playing for the team last season is striker Craig Davis and Dan Gardner. I know a little bit about Craig Davis, the Welsh forward, and I don't know how many goals he scored in previous campaigns, but so past meetings, the last time we faced Oldham was in March 2017, so not too long ago, where we did win 2-0 at the Banksy Stadium. So the last time that Oldham came to us was in March. We won 2-0 thanks to goals from Erhan Oztoma and Amadou Bakayoko. We were beaten by them last season, but it was in the Checkatrade Trophy. A 3-1 loss away from home that come. A 3-1 loss at home, sorry, I apologise for that. The last time we were beaten by Oldham in the league was April 2016 thanks to a Curtis Main goal. So that's my notes done. Something that I kind of want to implement into this preview kind of thing is the 442 magazine. So if you don't actually know, I did Walsall's fan preview for the 442 magazine. So if we quickly show the Walsall section just there, if you go out and buy the 442 magazine, it's about a £5. I'm the fan file for Walsall Football Club, but nevertheless I kind of wanted to go through Oldham's fan file and see what fans think about Oldham, where they're going to finish, and it kind of gives us a little bit more of an insight to Oldham compared to last season. So the 442 magazine are predicting that they are going to finish 19th, so they're not tipped to finish any higher than us. I believe that we were tipped to finish 18th. If I have a quick look, no, we're predicted 21st, so they're predicted to do better than us this season. So last season they finished 17th, as I explained. They were knocked out in the FA Cup and League Cup in the second round, and their top goal scorer was Lee Irwin. I'm not too sure if he's still at the club, but their key player has been noted as Craig Davis, as I've already explained. And speaking to their fan, Keith, I'm not going to say his last name, he was asked, where do you expect your team to finish this season? And he said, I expect them to finish in the top half. We might even threaten for the playoffs. So fans are feeling quite optimistic about Oldham Athletic this season. My prediction is going to be a 1-0 defeat to Oldham, very similar to the Bury game. I just don't think we've got it to beat them, I really don't. So I'm going to bring another segment now, looking at your guys' predictions. So I asked you guys for your opinion and your predictions on Twitter. As I will with every single game, I'll be asking you guys for your thoughts and opinions and predictions for the upcoming game. So I'm just going to flick through all the ones that I received. Good old Dan Gilbert predicted a 1-0 win. Oztoma top bins from 35 yards out to rescue Whitney from abuse. Don't really know whether that's a joke or not. Zane, is it too early to call this a relegation 6-pointer? Obviously Zane is expecting Oldham to be near the drop zone with us this season. Glenn, Walsall 2-1 against Oldham, Luke Leahy and Morris to score. I've been very, very impressed with Luke Leahy this season. Kieran Morris, I want out. I don't like Kieran Morris at all. I'd happily drive him to another club. I just don't think he brings anything to the table. So I agree with Luke Leahy, not Kieran Morris. Kyle says a 1-0 loss going to be a long and hurtful season, and I don't believe anyone can save it if Whitney gets sacked. Liam Brady, 2-0 win for Oldham. Defence looks shaky and you can't win football games if you can't score goals. Relegation 6-pointer. A common theme here. James, good old James, says 0-0, at least it's going to be a point. Fair point. Eddie says it's going to be a 2-0 win for Oldham. Ollie Swift, if you haven't checked out Ollie Swift's blog, it's very, very good. 2-0 Walsall, typical crap football from both teams, but I think we are going to sneak it. And the final prediction comes in from Joe, who says it's going to be 2-1 to Oldham. So make sure to get your predictions in for the next game, which is going to be against Portsmouth. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to go to wednesdayroad.co.uk for fantastic pieces of writing, and I'll see you in the next video.